Welcome to the Daily Sun News Show. Here's some of the news making headlines in your hometown. Local students learn and explore new opportunities. Plus, 2 high school sports teams are ready to play ball. The 7th Annual College and Career Expo was held Thursday inside the VHS Athletic Center, giving students the chance to find out about a variety of options available to them as part of their next steps.
It's an awesome event for our local business partners, military branches, state and local colleges to join and meet our students. Our students have the opportunity to network with different schools, different companies, different trade companies, and explore different career paths that might be available to them within the area. Of course, you have students that want to go on the college path, but you also have students that choose not to go the college path, and maybe the career path is better for them. The Expo offers them the opportunity to network with local trade schools because that's in high demand, in addition to also working with companies and trade companies to find employment where they'll be successful in life and not have to do the college path. Talk with colleges, get their questions answered. They also have the opportunity to have a face-to-face interview with them, find out different opportunities that's available to them. Maybe they're deciding at this point in time they want to become a teacher. It gives them an opportunity to speak with a college and find out what they need, what credits they should be taking to be able to achieve their goals.
I think it's a good learning opportunity for kids so they know what they're going to do. They have a pathway. It gave me different opportunities to look at different things, like look at benefits, look at different things, pay-wise. It was cool. I liked it.
Carrier expected more than 1,100 students to attend this expo from 9th through 12th grade. Students from South Sumter High School as well as Wildwood Middle High School also attended. For more on this story, take a look at the front page of Friday's Daily Sun. Earlier this week, the Wildwood Middle High School girls basketball team punched its ticket to the state Final Four tournament. And on Thursday night, 2 boys basketball teams took one step closer to following their lead. The Villages High School boys team was at home to play Bishop Moore in the Class 4A Region 2 quarterfinal game. Buffalo senior Sam Walters had another big game in a big moment. He electrified the near-capacity crowd throughout the night with 6 dunks on his way to a game-high 34 points as the Villages won 73-49. Head coach Colt McDowell says if you can get your best players and leaders to play hard, do the tough stuff, and bring the energy like Sam does, then everybody else does it too, and it's contagious and it's synergy. Sam says the Buffalo played solid, but he thinks they can definitely play better, which he says is a scary thing about the Buffalo. Chris Washington Jr. added 18 points. The Villages will now host North Marion 7 p.m. Tuesday in the Class 4A Region 2 semifinals inside the VHS Athletic Center. Sam says that is going to be a big-time game as they try to keep this run alive. Over in Lake Wells Thursday night, the Wildwood Middle High School boys basketball team also earned a big win, 88-44 over Vanguard in the Class 1A Region 4 semifinals. Wildwood lost its district final game last week, so all week long, sophomore guard Aiden Corbin, who finished with 19 points, says the team prepared like it was a state tournament. Demetrius McCray added 16 points and Zach Poyser had 15 for Wildwood. Senior Ben Bellamy says they know now it's win or go home and they can't play around. They just have to come in and do what they do, as they know they are a better team and they just have to show it. Wildwood will face Williston also at 7 p.m. Tuesday. This game's going to be in Wildwood. The Villages High School track and field team opened its 2023 season on Thursday. In their first official meet of the spring at the H.G. Morse Range, the Buffalo girls tied for second place, and the boys finished in 4th out of 12 teams. Head coach Ben Willis says it was amazing because he had so many athletes that he would call starters out for this meet. They relied on some younger athletes to fill in, and he says the older ones that are there are really bringing them along. Ben says he always stresses technique versus just raw talent to his team, and he felt that was especially important at this meet. He says it was about taking care of their exchanges on relays, watching their form on jumps, keeping pace in their running, and everything ought to fall into place. The Villages also secured 3 individual first-place finishes. Sean Carr and Brighton Russ went 1-2 in the boys' discus throw, while Sean took first in the javelin. On the girls' side, Sienna Kennedy and Cheryl Lape finished 1-2 on the podium, also in discus. These 2 teams will host the Buffalo Invitational 9 a.m. March 4th at the H.G. Morse Range. Next week, 2 high school teams will get their seasons started. The Villages boys baseball team has been on its home field practicing and getting loose for play. They will participate in the David Lee Memorial Classic 7 p.m. Monday against Deltona in Eustis. The Buffalo have a new head coach, Dennis Nisbet, who has been an assistant on the team under Brady Bogart. Coach Nisbet knows what the kids are about and what the program is about, so it's been an easy transition. The Buffalo had its most successful season last year that ended with its first ever state semifinals appearance. Their first home game of the season is going to be on February 28th at 6:30 p.m. as they host Lake Minneola. And the Villages girls softball team has also been busy preparing for opening day. They have been working on their hitting, fielding, and pitching at their field, and they are ready to go. Head coach Whitney Cosgrave led the Buffalo Stampeders' first ever softball camp this past summer to gain interest in softball to establish a feeder program so that players know the drills, stretching, and throwing progressions the high school team does on a regular basis. The girls have 2 preseason games under their belts, and they will have their opening day 6 p.m. Tuesday at the Villages High School against Leesburg, followed by a Buffalo Stampede tournament next Thursday through Saturday at home. After this short break, a villager shares the story of her classic car, so stay with us.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
The Sumter County Sheriff's Office has created a free mobile app to give our citizens quick and easy access to all critical information needed to help keep the community safe. To download the app for free, search Sumter County Sheriff's Office on Google Play or the App Store. With our app, you can submit a tip, receive alerts on criminal activity in your area, search for sex offenders, inmates, the most wanted list, and much more. Together, we can keep Sumter County a great place to live, work, and play.
When Benita Harmel was 16 years old, she drove the family car off the showroom floor. She still proudly owns it and enjoys it today.
We got my baby. She is a 69 Camaro RS package. She has a 350 cubic inch engine, 4 in the floor, her shifter. When it came time to buy the car, then my mother, she loved the Camaros as well. So she convinced my dad that, I could handle it, I wouldn't kill myself, etc. So we ended up with a Camaro. Well, my dad wouldn't let me have anything else. He's a Chevrolet man. And I think even still, if I were to buy anything but a Chevrolet, he would probably come back and haunt me. My father had the foresight, I believe, that he knew that it would become a classic, and so it stayed a family car for them until probably the 80s, the mid-80s, and then it went to a garage and was taken care of after that and brought out and drove occasionally. I took official ownership of the car when my mom died, when she passed. It is original. It's had one repaint, which was years ago, probably in the 80s. but it was repainted with the original color, Marina Blue. It amazes me just how well this car is preserved. It drives great. I mean, you know, they don't make them like this anymore. They really don't. She's responsive. She handles well in curves. You know, she's got that 69 get up and go, even though it's a two-barrel. And, you know, it's a lot of fun, a lot of fun. Oscar and I reconnected a couple of years ago. We went to high school together. And my mother really liked Oscar, which was the kiss of death as far as us dating, of course. But she didn't let many people drive the car, but she would let Oscar drive it. And he was responsible for changing the oil and servicing it. So I think it's like a Hallmark story that after all those years we reconnected.
Benita and Oscar recently took the Camaro to their 50th high school reunion in North Carolina, and the car was a hit. Benita loves the power of her car and its Hurst shifter. For even more on this story, look at the Love My Ride section in Saturday's Daily Sun. If you enjoy seeing antique automobiles like Benita's, here's an event for you. The monthly car cruise-in is happening on Saturday in and around Spanish Springs Town Square. Classic automobiles that are at least 30 years old or older will be parked for you to take a closer look at. Cars will start pulling in at 3 p.m. and the show goes until 9 p.m. And make sure to place a vote for your favorite car for the People's Choice Award. This month's featured car club is going to be the British Motoring Club and the Tampa Bay Austin Healey's, and Paisley Craze will be performing the musical entertainment from the gazebo. Round 2 of the Properties of the Village's Real Results Bowling Tournament is coming up on Sunday. 32 sanctioned Villages bowlers who advanced after round 1 held last month will return to Fiesta Bowl. They will bowl 3-game head-to-head matches, and the bowler with the most total pins will move on to round 3. The bowling is going to begin at 10 a.m. Sunday at Fiesta Bowl, so stop by to cheer on this impressive field of competitors. The third round of this March Madness-style tournament will be held on March 12th back there at Fiesta Bowl. Back in October, we introduced you here on BNN to villager Roger Virgin. At that time, he broke the national decathlon record for his age group, 85 to 89, and he just set another impressive record. At the U.S. Track and Field National Masters Indoor Combined Event Championships in Wisconsin, this Village of Pennycamp resident broke the U.S. heptathlon record in his age division. For 7 events, he earned 3,090 points to easily eclipse the previous mark of 2,909 points set back in 2022. Roger, who is 85 years old, was looking forward to breaking some national records, which he did. So now he's hopeful to break a few more before the year is over. All the more impressive, Roger accomplished this feat after overcoming pneumonia and terrible pain in his left foot that one doctor thought was gout and another thought it was arthritis. For more on this record-breaking athlete, take a look at the Only in the Villages feature starting on the front page of Friday's Daily Sun. Up next, we are going to turn our attention to art. We'll be right back.
We are rolling out a new program called Project Eagle Eye. This crime-solving program gives owners of surveillance cameras the opportunity to register them with the sheriff's office. If a crime does occur in your area, deputies will use Project Eagle Eye to quickly identify registered cameras and, if necessary, contact the owners to view the video footage. To learn more about how to register for the Project Eagle Eye program, visit our website or give us a call.
Gary Geisler has drawn up plays for high school basketball teams, and now he's using pen and ink to create pieces of art. The former assistant girls basketball coach at the Villages High School has always seen art as an avenue to freedom and creativity. Utilizing the skills he learned from 4 years of architectural drafting in high school, he now uses pen and ink to draw buildings and colors them in with watercolors. Doing art keeps his mind sharp, and he enjoys making whatever he wants. Jerry admits he has learned a lot from being in the Anybody Can Paint group that meets from 9 to 11 a.m. Thursdays at Riverbend Recreation. The Visual Arts Association is hoping to support the next generation of artists. The VAA's Scholarship Committee sent out applications to several public and private high schools in the Tri-County area last month. The students can submit 12 to 20 images of their own work. Committee Chairwoman Helen Poore says they want the student that wants to be an art major, from illustration to graphic design to fashion to art history and any other major core areas to apply. As of 2021, the group has given out $144,000 in scholarships. The applications are due March 4th to the VAA. For more information, you can contact Helen at 352-561-4474. Residents who are part of Stampers in Paradise have been working hard trying to get ready for an event this weekend. On Saturday, around 25 members will be showcasing and selling their handcrafted greeting cards. There will be 2 tables featuring display boards showing off sample cards the group has made, giving those who attend some inspiration if they want to make their own cards. They will be selling new and gently used stamping craft supplies as well. Several themed gift baskets will be given away in chance drawings, with proceeds benefiting 3 local charities. This showcase and sell is open to the public from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday at Laurel Manor Recreation. We'll be back with more news from Florida's friendliest hometown after a short commercial break, so stay with us.
Broadcasting and streaming live from Lake Sumter Landing in a small building with big windows near the water. AM 640, 102.7 and 104.5 FM. Your soundtrack to the Villages. WVLG Wildwood.
Fat Tuesday is coming up next week at Lake Sumter Landing Market Square. A sea of green, gold, and purple with masked villagers and entertainment will be seen from 4 to 9 p.m. Tuesday in and around the town square. The festivities will begin with the 2nd annual Mardi Paw March at 3:30 p.m., benefiting Your Humane Society SPCA. Registration is open now for $20, which includes the participation in the Pet Walk, a pet costume contest starting at 4 p.m., and the Mardi Paw Swag Bag. There is a $10 charge for any additional dogs that you would like to take part in the Pet Walk only. There will be lots of live entertainment, including Dixieland Stompers, Jambin Jambalaya Band, Stiltwalkers, and resident performance groups. Lots of market vendors will also be at the Mardi Gras Festival from 4 to 9 p.m. Tuesday at Lake Sumter Landing Market Square. Suzanne McMarlin is a fan of lively, happy music, which is why she is the president of the Villages German Band. She says the music is fun to play and it tends to make a gray day a happy day. This musical group has as many as 18 musicians depending on the season. The majority play brass instruments with a couple of clarinetists and an organist thrown in at times. Suzanne says many of them started playing music in school while others picked up instruments later when they retired. They specialize in playing music from Bavaria as well as the European countries that share the Alps, including Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and Slovenia. They play on the 3rd Saturday of each month from noon to 3 p.m. at the Yalaha Bakery and Beer Garden. They also have 22 performances for local clubs and organizations lined up for this year. It's time now for a brief commercial break and a look at that 5-day weekend holiday forecast. We'll be right back.
rocking,
25 or 6 to 4.
dancing,
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga.
relaxing, or romancing. Thank you for listening to Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.
The best mix of music, the songs you love. Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.
Live musical entertainment, of course, is available here every day of the year. These are the bands ready to perform for you Saturday night. That's all the news we have for you now. Make sure to pick up a copy of Saturday's Daily Sun to read about even more festivals and events coming to the Villages. Thanks for watching and have a great holiday weekend.
After my husband passed away, I didn't date for years. I recently met Bill online, and we've really hit it off. I'm supposed to meet him for the first time next week. He just needs $500 for a plane ticket.
Online dating scams like this one can be hard to recognize at first.
But when someone you've never met asks you for money, it should be a red flag.
It turns out Bill isn't actually Bill at all. He's a scam artist who preys on people like me. Don't make the same mistake I did.